One of the WWE's title hours back when their 2009 year review continues with Against All Odds. Anyways, February 8th at the Impact Zone in Orlando, Florida. So, yeah, this was actually not a bad show. Um, so, yeah, my last review was Genesis, and that was not that great, but yeah. So let's just get on to this pay per view. And once again, we get this Man of Mafia frontline storyline. Again, they're trying to be like WCW with Man of Mafia being like the Millionaires Club, and new the the front line being like the New Blood. Sorry, but it's not a whole lot of wrestlers. It's just five from the Mafia, which are, Sting, Kurt Angle, Scott Steiner, Booker T, and Kevin Nash. But yeah. Anyways. We start off with Alex Shelley defeating Eric Young to retain his X Division title. This was a good X Division title match, but there were better X Division title matches in like 05, 06, 07, 08, but yeah, 06. Then we have Scott Steiner defeating Pete Williams in a one-sided match, but at least they set up him and Samoa. At least they set up Steiner and Joe for the next pay-per-view, which I'll get to. And Samoa Joe has like a face, and then his own Nation of God, Nation of Violence. 4. Anyways, then we have Magnus defeating Chris. Mediocre match. Again, I give it another 4. No, I got a 5. I give it a 5. It was okay. Anyways, then we have Awesome Kong defeating ODB to retain her knockout style. Again, from these are two matches that happened at the the previous years against the loss. Scott Steiner and Pete Williams, and Awesome Kong and ODB, and the same results. Okay. Not the best match for the knockout story. Anyways, then we have one of the dumbest matches of the night. Booker T defeats Shane Sewell to retain his TNA Legends title. Now, regardless of, you have the TNA title, the X Division title, the tag team titles, the knockout title, and the Legends title. One of these are not like the others. It's the Legends title, and then transfer to the King of Mountain title, then the Television, then the Who the Fuck Cares title. This is probably the worst Booker T match I ever seen, and like Steiner and Joe, this leads to him and AJ, leads between Booker T and AJ Styles, because after AJ Styles comes back, even though he was at the last month's pay-per-view in the main event, but yeah. Died. This match was bad, but at least to AJ Styles and Booker T at Destination X next month. But yeah, bad. Anyways, then we have Abyss defeating Matt Morgan in a solid match. This should have been just a no disqualification match, honestly. Which I think they have more matches later on with 10,000 attack match, I believe, at Destination X. yeah, and then Doomsday Chamber Blood match at Lockdown, but yeah. Saw match. I give it a 6.5. Anyways, then we have Beer Money defeating Lethal Consequences to retain the tag team titles. Very good match. Yeah, and this they will feud with Team 3D, which I'll Beer Money will feud with Team 3D later with when we get to Destination X and then Lockdown. But not a good match. I give it a 7. And then we get to the main event. Sting defeats Brother Wright, Brother Devon, and Kurt Angle in a fatal 4 match to retain his TNA World Title. Again, just like Scott Steiner, Samoa Joe, Booker T, AJ Styles, and this leads to Sting and Kurt Angle at the next pay-per-view. But Mick Foley was doing commentary. And at least this wasn't as bad as the Victory Road match between Angle and Team 3D with Samoa Joe, but okay, main event. Team 3D were coming up with the IWGP Tag Team titles. I think they were a working relationship with IWGP or New Japan or whatever. Yeah. A good main event. I give it a 6.5. Then, yeah, Sting and Kurt Angle will feud next month when I get to Destination X, which will be next for the TNA side. You have just 2 bad matches, and the rest were good. And good or mediocre, perhaps. Overall, I give it a 6 out of 10, just like I give the Royal Rumble, but yeah, there's nothing to talk about this show really. But next up will be No Way Out and Destination X. So, the Main Event Mafia obviously kept their title, the Legends out and the World title. Yeah. So like I said, catch 6 out of 10 I give against all odds. I'll catch next week. Like I said, with No Way Out 2009, where we saw Edge lose 1 title and win another world title, and Destination X, like I said. So, see ya.